What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we have a brand new hero of the month in Empires and Puzzles. It is SKARGREMAR. So of course I'm gonna break him down and give him a grade. But first, check it out. This is super cool. I am going to be a hero in Gemstone Legends, and this legendary new lion hero is coming to Gemstone Legends tomorrow. So if you haven't downloaded the game yet, of course you're going to want to do that. The link is in the description. You get a free epic hero, by the way, if you use that link, so make sure to do that. But you definitely want to be summoning for the lion hero, right? So congrats once again to Raceland76, who entered the contest and ultimately won the grand prize, choosing the special skills. I'm really looking forward to testing out the new hero and seeing how Lion stands up in the arena and guild wars and against bosses. And so, yeah, tune in. Make sure you're subscribed. But now we turn to the hero of the month for Empires and Puzzles. That's SKARGREMAR. He is a fire hero and of the fighter class, which is one of the better classes. I do like that one a lot. And of course, will be part of the 2023 family eventually. There will be a bonus special ability that comes with that, but that's not for until down the road. Then we have a resist special skill blocking passive. This character has innate resistance against status ailments that block special skills. I don't know how often that's going to come up, but you know, it does. There's definitely heroes out there that cause that to be blocked, or like for example whenever the special gets like misdirected, like mindless attack or something like that. Resist defense ailments. This character has an innate resistance against status ailments and negative stacks that affect defense. Doesn't apply to status ailments that affect elemental defense, which is really interesting. So it's only affecting one and not the other. All right, we do have the max power preview on here. You can see if you do max it out, you start out with counterattack at the beginning, which is kind of unique and cool. So there is that. With the max power on, you could potentially have 1031 attack, 1083 defense, and 1937 HP when we turn that off. That is 758, 782, and 1468 respectively. All kind of average, maybe even like low average at this point, but solid. It's fine. Halting counter strike is the special. It's at average speed. So again, if you have one of those mana troops, you can speed it up to fast. Most people should have that by now if you've been playing for a while, but if you're a newer mid player, maybe you're still working up to that. There's a couple different types of mana troops now you can use for this. Deals 285% damage to the target and nearby enemies. That's not a lot. I mean, and the attack stat here is not really like all that amazing that 285% would be eye-popping by any means. Reduces the mana of the target and nearby enemies by 20%. That's kind of interesting. I do like mana control, but I'm not sure how good that is in this day and age. There was a time where that was like, if this was printed on a Hero of the Month, you'd be like, heck yeah, get me that HOTM. But there's a lot of heroes now that have this effect if you really need it, and I'm not sure it's one that's super overpowered anymore. It just doesn't seem to have such a big impact, not like it used to back in the early days of the game where something like that had a huge impact. The target and nearby enemies get negative 30% accuracy for 4 turns. We don't usually see a couple things paired together like this. In fact, back in the day, we used to just see like a reduction in accuracy being the main thing that the special would do. So you can see the power creeps occurring even in the Heroes of the Month. So Hero of the Month right now in SKARGREMAR is a lot better than even heroes you would get in events from 4 years ago. So there is that. And then lastly, we have Elemental Link, which gives a plus 10% mana generation for all fire allies for 4 turns. The effect can't be dispelled. And that's actually pretty good for an Elemental Link. The Elemental Links have gotten better over time. But, I mean, I have to say, I feel just kind of so-so about this Hero of the Month. Definitely not a chase hero. I don't think it fits in most places. I think it's good if you're newer. I think it's good if you're like a mid player and you need to fill out like a 5-star legendary slot for red. Where would you use SKARGREMAR? Honestly, I think mostly defense, and I just don't think that reducing the mana of the target and nearby enemies by 20% is that strong on offense. And also, if you have watched my videos, you know how I feel about that. It often doesn't hit 3 like it looks like it should, but you always have to take into account that if there's already any hero missing on the defense, when you have the most control over it, it's usually going to be a tank. I mean, unless you're in the watchtower and there's different formations and things, but usually you're not able to hit 3 with it. Oftentimes, especially when we're talking like wars and such, that you're only hitting 2 much of the time. And especially when SKARGREMAR's on defense, the AI could just choose, the furthest hero on the left or right to hit and only hit 2, even if there's not a hero missing. So, I mean, there is that. I mean, there's also, like, just to be balanced, there's formations and events, and also in the watchtower, if people do like the W formation and things like that, where he could potentially hit everybody. So, I mean, I just think war, where people are most interested in trying to win, it's not that great. So I'm just so-so. I don't know. I don't think he's like terrible. I don't think any whales are certainly going to chase him. I don't think anybody who has like 50 legendary heroes or anything like that necessarily needs to chase him or even level him up. Like, if they get him, great, and if they want to play with him, great. This is just my opinion, though. It's just speculation. But I do think he could be useful for like a newer mid player. You got to start somewhere, right? You got to put resources into something so you can start climbing that ladder. So I think for that reason, I'm going to give SKARGREMAR a C-, a really uninspired type of hero at this point. But, he does have some things going for him. And that's what I think about that. So let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And make sure to download Gemstone Legends so you can play with my Lion Roar hero in the game, which, by the way, today being June 1st, we should get that hero tomorrow. So see you there.